they're not the type of team that's going to lay down. So I do think this, though. Edmonton has a physical advantage. They are stronger physically, it would appear, in the first half. And so they have to be able to keep that physical play going in the second half.
We take a look at some highlights through the first half. Sean East, the second, has a game high 18 points on the strength of 4 for 5 shooting. But we had to look at those halftime stats, Paul. The one thing that really stood out to me was, again, Scarborough really struggling from beyond the arc, shooting just 16%, 3 for 18 from 3, 36% from the field in general. Those numbers are going to really need to improve if Scarborough wants to play themselves back into this game.
So they were shooting 24% after the first quarter, so their overall field goal percentage is up. But the three-point line is where they make that's where they eat their dinner.
Yes.
This is a team that's a high-volume shooting team, using and emphasizing the three-pointer. Coach Baker talked about that in his pregame interview with Sarah, is that the Stingers have to do an outstanding job of running Scarborough off the three-point line. So far, they have done that.
At the end of the first quarter, Edmonton was dominating the rebound margin, 17-8. But at halftime, it's now a 26-23 advantage for Scarborough. They dominated the boards in that second quarter, 18-6. You talk about the physicality. Where was that in that first quarter for Scarborough?
Well, I think it's been a half where Scarborough has not been in sync. They haven't found their flow. So how much of that is them and how much of that is the Stingers? That's always the question. I would say a lot of it you have to give credit to the Stingers for, because Scarborough is just out of sorts right now. Their shots aren't coming the way they want them to. They're not hitting the open shots they're getting, but the Stingers are not giving them a lot of open, comfortable looks. I would say that maybe be the biggest word I would use. The Stingers have made Scarborough uncomfortable for most of the first half.
Stingers lead 54-39 at the half. Coming back, we'll get you set for the second half. You're watching the CEBL basketball live on TSN Plus, Game Plus, and CEBL Plus.